Hi guys, it's Cassie. Welcome back to my channel. So today I have an unboxing and a craft with me video for you. Today I'm unboxing the July box. Now, before you guys tell me, Cassie, it's almost September. I know. So Amanda reached out to me at the end of July and asked if she could send me July's subscription box. This was just before I found out that my friend Beverly had passed away, and then since then my uncle has passed away, and so it's just been like a huge blur of time. So anyway, I am doing the unboxing and hopefully you guys enjoy it. I did already record the unboxing and the craft with me, so I'm just doing like the little intro for you guys so I can show you what we'll be making today. I used only items from the box, and I made this little ephemera folder that's actually the perfect size to be included in a Happy Mail or tucked into a little pocket in your junk journal. So yeah, I just used some things from the box, and the theme of this box is like, well, obviously it's vintage style, but lots of like binder clips, and then there's also a slight travel theme. So there's like automobiles, bicycles, things like that. Amanda does curate a different style box every single month. But they're all very vintage styled. So if you like vintage style stationery pieces, definitely check out her website. I have linked her Instagram profile and her website below in the description box of the video. Anyway, I'm gonna jump right in with the unboxing, and then I will do the craft with me, but it has a voiceover, so it should be fairly quick. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Let's get started. We are making a vellum ephemera folder. So all we're going to need is one of the vellum sheets that Amanda has included in the box and a couple sheets of the notepad paper. I chose to use notepad paper on the back of the ephemera folder because the 6x6 sheet is actually just a little bit awkward when it's folded in half, so I used it to extend the backside a little bit, and also it just creates a more sturdy structure for the ephemera folder to be put together. So all I'm doing is picking out a couple of the little notepad papers. They do have a few different patterns. Now, every single box that Amanda curates is slightly different from each other, just like I said earlier in the video. But she does usually include the vellum sheets and some type of a notebook paper. So if you have a different box, you can probably make something similar. I just wanted to use this for this project. So here I'm showing you guys how to fold the vellum. I did create kind of a like a tiny 1/8 inch spine, like a double spine fold, so that it has a little bit of a gusset to allow for the contents of the folder to be a little bit bulkier than just, you know, two pieces of paper folded together. So yeah, if you notice, like, I'm talking with my hands or like pointing at things, I did originally record this video with like me talking through the process, but it ended up being really, really long, so I decided to do a voiceover after the fact. So excuse the talking with the hands. You guys know that I do that when I'm doing a live recording. But yeah, I thought this would be a lot better just for time's sake. So all I'm doing is gluing one of the note pages to the inside of the back cover, and then I'll attach the second one to the back of the back cover, just to create kind of a solid foundation for our booklet. And here I'm showing you guys like well, while I'm talking with my hands again, I'm showing you guys that the back, like the white background of the note paper actually creates kind of a more vivid image on the vellum sheet, just because vellum kind of is transparent, and if you place something white behind it, it's almost as if you're shining a light through it. So yeah, I'm just going to attach the other note paper to the back side of the cover. You'll have to forgive me, I have a little tickle in my throat, so if I do like clear my throat or swallow hard, that's why. I kind of hate that on videos, so I apologize if you hear that. Yeah, so here I am talking with my hands again. Yeah, so I'm just talking about, I think at this point, my options to tear the cover down or not. I do tear the edges down, and then I will ink around the outside of the cover. And I'm also discussing like the option to tear down the back cover or not. I chose not to, just because it's a little bit easier to open, and I kind of like the layered effect that it creates when you don't tear the back cover. So yeah, that's the base, and now we are going to stamp one of the little clips for the embellishments on the front cover. I'm talking about how the rubber stamps don't actually stick to a stamp block, and I'm not sure if that was just a flaw in these stamps particularly, or if it is typical. But I was kind of disappointed because I really liked the stamp impression. Like they actually made a really clear print. But yeah, again, they didn't really stick to my stamper block. And for a rubber cling stamp, you kind of want that. So I did end up just using my hands like I'm doing here, and that worked just fine. Alternatively, you could like ink the stamp with your hands, place it down, and then use the stamp block to kind of press it down evenly. But I just use my hands because it's a tiny little stamp and it works out okay. There I was trying to use like the same note paper that I used for the first one that I made, but I didn't like how the impression looked over the little bicycle that's on that note paper. So I just pulled a new one from the little pad, and I'm stamping a new impression on kind of the clearer area on that one. So now I'm just going to fussy cut that out. Sorry you guys have to sit through that. I did actually get some smaller scissors to do my fussy cutting, and it actually helps a lot. I don't have the best mobility in my hands just because of like my back issues. I think it kind of compresses my nerves a little bit. So yeah, I've never been very good at fussy cutting or like fine motor skills things since I have started having back problems. So yeah, but I do try, and it comes out okay. So I'm counting my blessings. I guess I'm not paralyzed or anything like that. So yeah, and here I'm just kind of talking about how you could add this little envelope that the stamps came in as kind of a pocket or a tuck spot. And like I'm kind of discussing different options on adding pockets and tucks to our little ephemera folder, because like each one can be different. I do just kind of give you guys an example using a few of the little ephemera pieces that Amanda sent. But yeah, here I'm just picking out a sticker from my little packet of stickers. And I think I go with a bicycle on this one. And I just use a tiny bit of the washi tape as well to embellish the front cover. I do also use a tiny piece of the note paper on the front just to kind of create some contrast for the bicycle to show up a little bit better. So I just tear that down a tiny bit, I think, and like glue it on and then stick the sticker. It's very simple, a very simple little collage for the cover, and it just adds a little nice detail to the front. I will be using some sari silk ribbon to tie the little folder closed. So I just want to be mindful not to like have to tie my ribbon too high or too low. I'm also discussing how you could use some vintage photos on the front cover, and that would be really cute actually. So using some vintage photos, especially since it's like a more vintage styled ephemera folder, I think just fits really nicely. I do have some digital kits of vintage photos in my Etsy shop. I've linked them below if you want to check them out. Please feel free. But yeah, since this is kind of an unboxing and project made with Amanda's Your Creative Studio July box, I'm just using things from the July box on this project. So just gluing on the little clip, and then we'll get started on adding the pockets to the inside. Yeah, okay, so we are going to use some more of the little ephemera pieces that came in that packet of ephemera, and I'm just talking about how you could fold it over the back or trim it down or mount it sideways, like just discussing the different options for making the little tuck spot on the inside. I do decide to fold this one over, and yeah, so I'm just inking it before I glue the little tuck spot on. I do glue the entire back side down as well. And then on the very back cover, I will actually add another of the ephemera pieces as like a little tuck spot. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this project. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Again, sorry for the terrible voiceover and the moving hands like I'm talking. I had actually recorded this quite a while ago, but with all the deaths in my family, it just kind of got put on the back burner while I dealt with things. So apologies again. Hopefully you guys still enjoyed it and found some inspiration in this project. But yeah, until next time, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and happy crafting!